What's going on, everybody? It's me, Nobody. I want to speak on the situation with the Sixers. Um, as I've stated in my previous commentaries about the Sixers are not going to advance in the playoffs any further than anybody expected them to advance. I don't think that they're going to advance past this round. And if they do, they're definitely not going to advance past the next round. And like I've said previously, the Sixers are not a good basketball team. They're not a well-oiled machine. From the coaching staff to the ownership to the management to the players. There's no real cohesiveness among the Sixers. And like it or not, Joel Embiid brings about tension and he brings about dissension. Now, don't get me wrong. I love Joel. You know what I'm saying? I love him as a player. I love him as a young brother with the personality that he has. But he has flaws, right? He's bullheaded. He hasn't really been coached by a coach that will really dig in his shit. And he needs that. We all need someone in our life to dig in our shit. And Joel will not go to the next level because he's lacking a coach that will dig in his shit. Like, he needs a coach like the coach in Boston. Like, this guy's for real. And he's not taking no shit. And he's laying it out on the table, right? Even to the commentators, Alu Abdanabi and the female that commentates with him, and the people in the book, Mark Jackson, and the rest of the cast. When Joel fucks up, they don't say nothing about it. Nothing. They say nothing about it. And then Harden, right? Don't get me wrong, Harden is lacking all the way around the board. Harden's not dedicated. He's not dedicated. And he's not going to be dedicated to the team in the future. So I don't look for Harden to be here past this season at all. And why would you want him to be? He's not. He's not. Harden is Harden. He's been Harden ever since. He's been the Harden that played at Oklahoma and the Harden that left ever since. Individual accolades these dudes can acquire, but like Giannis said, because they asked him about the MVP. Giannis, in so many words, said, "Man, don't talk to me about no goddamn MVP. I don't care about that. I care about winning championships. That's where your legacy lays at. It's not in MVPs. It's not in scoring titles. It's not none of that bullshit. The greatest 75. You understand what I'm saying? Nobody cares about that shit, man, if you don't have the chip. And these dudes understand that. And Embiid doesn't understand that. Harden doesn't understand that, right? And you got Maxey around dudes, man, who, when you got to tell a young fella to be a killer or when it's time to be a killer, I don't care how much talent you have, right? There's something missing, right? Because Kobe came in as a killer. Kobe came in the game as a killer. If you look at Michael Jordan and his first playoff, and when he played Boston and he broke Bird ass down on the dribble and shot the J, people said, God damn, this young boy's fearless. Right? Nobody can teach you fearlessness. Nobody can instill fearlessness in you, right? It's either there or it's not. Allen Iverson was fearless. Bottom line. Joel, Siakam said something in an interview. He said, I don't care about Joel's fake, tough guy shit he doing. Fake, listen what he says. Fake tough. And everybody around the league know Joel is faking. He hasn't got into a fight yet or none of that shit. right? Big as a motherfucker, right? Always grandstanding, and this is his problem. He's a grandstander. He wants to be the center of attention, man. So, and Doc Rivers, I haven't even got on Doc Rivers. Doc, you're not going to win a title with Doc Rivers. I said it previously, and I'm saying it again. You're not going to win a title with Doc Rivers. That's the bottom line. You're not going to win a title with Doc Rivers. He's inept. He has a coach on his bench who's the defensive assistant coordinator, helping the guys with the defense. I think he would be a better coach if they are cheap, which they are. You know, you got Avery Johnson out there. You got Mark Jackson that you can bring back. You got a lot of good, talented coaches, man. And then you got coaches that are unnamed, man, like Boston's coach. And I can't help but keep going back to Boston's coach because Boston coach, man, he's the prototype of the coaches in the future in the NBA. Bottom line, he's a coach, right, that's going to tell these dudes, I don't care if it's Tatum, what was that? Come here. What was that? Coach, what I was trying to do. Okay, go at the end of the bench and sit your ass down, right? And think about what you was trying to do because it cost us the game. This is the kind of coach he is. And this is the kind of coach you need in the NBA with these fake-ass, tough guy, young boys. You need a coach that's going to say, look, come here for a minute. And Doc Rivers is not that kind of coach. Doc Rivers' style of coaching is washed up along with him.